Stop talking about comic books or I'll kill you. I don't care if the Hulk could defeat the Man of Steel.
Hey there, comic fam. Bullseye Bob here, and welcome to Everything Comics. And we got some things that I want to talk about today, and so it's a beautiful Sunday morning. I'm enjoying my coffee. I've read comics this morning, and I figured I'd hop on here and let you guys know about some things. So first of all, before I get into that, just as always, this video is sponsored by the Rogue Trader. That's right, you can get to his link down in the description of the video. It's the roguetraderutah.com. He has a great website with comic books that you can buy, but the highlight of his whole website is his pressing and cleaning service that he has. You guys have heard me talk about this many times. If you're going to get a book graded, if you're going to send it into CGC or CBCS or any of the other grading companies, you want to get your books pressed and cleaned before you send them in if you want to ensure the highest grade that you're going to get. And I'm telling you, when it comes to a pressing and cleaning service, you want somebody who has experience. And the Rogue Trader has that. He's been doing this for many years. He also has a background in historical document handling, so he knows his stuff. And his pressing and cleaning service is bar none. I've showed you in the past, my ratio of 9.8s went way up when I started using him. Also, in the link of this description is that video that I talked about last time, where he had a local guy that gave him 10 or 12 slabs that were already graded, had already been pressed and cleaned by a different company, and he took a look at those slabs, and he basically told his buddy, I think I could get you better grades on these. So they re-cracked those slabs. He did his thing and sent them in, and in all but 2 of those slabs, they all got grade bumps. And amazingly, one of them got a full 3 grade bump. This is how good Eric is. Eric Strubble, the Rogue Trader. He's awesome. If you're going to get your books graded, this is the guy you want to go to. Send him an email. Let him know what you have. He'll let you know what he can do and what he can't do. He'll take a look at what you got. And he's just an awesome guy to work with, a gem to the comic book community. If you haven't been to his channel, his YouTube channel, go check it out. He puts a lot of great content out. And also check him out on Instagram. He's on Facebook. But the Rogue Trader, you got to go check him out. Give him some love on his channels, and definitely check him out. But here's the thing. Anything that you buy from his website, or if you use the service, if you use the code EVERYTHING20, you'll get 20% off your purchase. And you can't beat that. Also, sponsoring the show is the Refuge Coffee House. That's right here in Portland. As you know, I don't do the show in the Refuge Coffee House anymore, but they will always be a sponsor of the show. They're at 9217 Southeast Foster Road, right here in Portland, Oregon. If you're ever out here and you want to hang out with me, give me a call or send me a message. We'll go get some coffee. Maybe the Portland Comics crew will show up. Who knows? We'll either go there or we'll go to Mocha Express, because that's what we do out here in Portland, is coffee and comics. And so definitely put that on your itinerary. Okay, so I guess before I get into too much of what I'm going to talk about here, there's a couple things I want to highlight, though, kind of announcements. This Monday night, January 31st, you definitely want to go to Comic Crazy. My good buddy Brian, his YouTube channel, Comic Crazy, and he's going to have a game show at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and it's going to be awesome. He does a comic book Jeopardy show. I've been on it before. I did very well, and this is his next iteration of it. I can't wait. It's a lot of fun to be on. There's prizes. But here's the thing, guys. Go to his channel. He puts out a lot of great content as well. He doesn't get a lot of love. You guys got to check him out. His Comic Book Rewind show is awesome. It drops every Thursday. He does it live. Catch the rewind if you can't catch it live. He does a lot of great giveaways. You can also find him on Twitch and build up points, and he does giveaways that way, I think, as well. But he definitely puts out a lot of great content, a lot of good video game stuff, and you definitely want to check him out. Give him a like, give him a subscribe, and but definitely check us out this Monday night on Comic Crazy for Comic Book Jeopardy. It's going to be awesome. So that's what's going on Monday night. But don't forget Monday morning, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Comics with Bueller channel, the brand new Coffee and Comic Show. This is episode number 149, the episode before our very last brand new coffee and comic show. We did a Q&A session. It was a lot of fun filming it. You guys definitely tune in for it. But again, this is our show in its current format is coming to an end, and so next week the show is just going to be us returning to the very setting that we both came together and collaborated the very first time we did coffee and comics together, and we're just going to have you guys let us know what your favorite memories of the show was. It'll be a trip down memory lane. I'm sure I'm going to cry, you guys. You know how I am, because this has been a definite highlight of my life, and just hanging out with my good buddy Bueller and talking about comics and the great times that we've had. But definitely check out this Monday. The Q&A session is a lot of fun, and 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You don't want to miss it. Also, this Friday, it'll be February 4th. So Friday the 4th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be on the Comics with Bueller channel. I am auctioning off a lot of my collection. That's one of the things this video is about. So both Friday night and Saturday night, the 4th and the 5th, both nights, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, will go for about 3 or 4 hours. And the reason I'm auctioning off a lot of my stuff is because of the fact that we're moving into a new house, my wife and I, Mrs. Bullseye. And one of the things, you guys may have heard or not, I am actually going to be buying Bueller's house. When he takes the whole show on the road in the Bueller bus, he will no longer live in his current home. My wife and I are buying it. And because it's a manufactured home, there's some nuances to how you can buy a place like that, and we need to come up with the money for the repairs. I want to make this place as nice as possible for Mrs. Bullseye. I almost said Mrs. Bueller again. For Mrs. Bullseye. We've been married for 11 years, and we've only lived in our own place for 1 year. We've pretty much been living at my father-in-law's place, helping him out because he's older in age. But her sister now has the ability to help out, so that frees us to be able to go get our own place finally. And I want to make this place as nice as possible for Mrs. Bullseye. So I got to come up with the cost for these repairs, and so that's why I'm doing this. So you want to check them out this next week at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, Friday, February 4th, Saturday, also 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we're going to have an auction, and it's going to be a lot of fun because I'm letting go of a lot of cool stuff. I'm not selling my whole collection. That's not my goal here. I'm still going to be keeping a lot of stuff in my personal collection, and I'm not stopping collecting either. Most of what I have, I've only accumulated in the last 3 years. I'm pretty proud of it. But you know what? I can accumulate that again. And so I'll probably be doing that in a much different way because my collecting is starting to change, if you haven't noticed on the channel. So that's what I'm doing here today. I'm going to basically be showing you some of the stuff that I'm going to have up on sale. I just kind of want to highlight that to you. So if you're interested in any of these things, you'll come and check out the auction and buy some books, please. I could use the help. So without further ado, I'm just going to get into some of the things that I'm going to be selling. So first of all, I'm going to start the whole night off on Friday night with Stan Lee. And you guys know how much I love Stan Lee. I got a number of Stan Lee specialty books. Here's one that I really love. It's Power Rangers, Stan Lee Power Rangers. And of course you can see he's got the roll of Zord on there, which I really thought was cool. And then we got the Stan Lee Cable. There he is with Cable on Cable 150. And I got a whole set of Stan Lee books like this that I'm going to be putting up. That's how we're going to start the night. And but some people were asking me just in the last couple of days if I'm going to be putting up slabs. And yes, I'm going to be putting up a number of slabs. And since we're on the issue or the subject of Stan Lee, here's one. This is Avengers Number One. This is the San Diego Comic-Con variant. Now here's the cool thing about this. This is not actually classified as a reprint. It's actually classified as cover E. So it's a re-release of issue number 1. We know it's a reprint, but it's not classified that way. This is actually Avengers Number 1 cover E now. There's also the colored version. This is the more popular, more expensive one that people seem to like. This is the sketch version done by J. Scott Campbell, and so I'll be putting that one up. I don't know if I'll let go of the color one. Even though this is the more popular one, I really like that color one, and I may not give that one up. I haven't decided yet, but so you're definitely going to get some slabs. So those are some of the things that you'll start to see in the auction. And then I got a lot of Marvel goodness. I don't have a lot of DC in my auction, just because I haven't collected too many DC books yet that I would consider auctionable. It's more been just for my reading pleasure. And well, all these are for my reading pleasure, but some of these I collect just for covers and key issues and things like that. But so I got a ton of Marvel stuff. So one of those is going to be the Sensational She-Hulk. And I'm going to sell that with Hulk number 116. You guys will recognize this. This is the first red She-Hulk. And then I'm also going to couple that with the first appearance of the gray She-Hulk, and that will be a single lot, so you guys can expect that on there. Here's one that I absolutely love. I have 3 copies of this, and so I'm going to let this one go. This is one of my favorite comics because of the fact that it's got the Punisher on it. It's one of my favorite Punisher covers. It is Punisher number 102. It's one of my favorite Punisher covers because it's got Bullseye on it, and it's that amazing Bullseye cover. Like I said, I've got 3 copies of this. I got one that Bueller gave to me, which I'll never let go of. And then I have one that I think I got it from Brian for Comic Crazy. And then there's this one, which is my 9.8, and I'm going to let go of this one. And so you can expect that to be in the auction. I got all kinds of stuff, a smattering of just about everything. You know those Alex Ross Timeless variants? I got a whole set, not the full set, but almost all of them. And so I'll be letting go of those. But then also this one, which seems to be the most popular one in the lot. And I have it's Fantastic Four Antithesis number 2, and that is the Silver Surfer cover. I'll be getting rid of the 9.8 that I got in that. And that seems to be a really, really popular one. And I think it's the best of all those covers. So there's going to be that. I know we got some pretty modern stuff, like Stray Dogs number 1 will be going up for sale. And then you guys into the Batman Who Laughs? You guys recognize this. We got Teen Titans number 12, mint condition. This one is a definite candidate to be sent in to be slabbed. First appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. That'll be going up. Another popular title that's out there right now that everybody is still going crazy over is Something is Killing the Children. I will be, I don't have number 1 anymore, but I have 2 all the way to the end and a bunch of variants for these. I'm going to be selling my whole Something is Killing the Children collection. And so you guys, if you guys are interested in that, come check it out. It's going to be awesome. And then, I got some older stuff which people would be interested in, like we got X-Men Days of Future Past. And we got issue 141, which is a newsstand. And then we got issue 142. So we got Days of Future Past will be going up. And I know there's a lot of you out there who really love that story. It's one of the best X-Men stories ever. And then I know you guys know I'm a huge fan of Ice Cream Man, and I got a number of Ice Cream Man books that I'm going to be putting up. One of those is issue number 1, and this is the I guess the horror. To me, it's Pink Floyd The Wall variant. I forget the artist's name, but this is an amazing cover, and so that one will be going up. That's a pretty spendy book there. So if somebody's interested in that, that'll be there. And then, like I said, I'll be putting up a lot of my Ice Cream Man collection, ton of variants. I always get every cover of this book when it comes out, and I got a ton of Ice Cream Man stuff, so you guys can check those out. You guys know how much I love Kanto, and normally I wouldn't get rid of any of my Kanto books, but I do have some that are duplicates, and one of those is Kanto number 1. This is my 9.4. I also have a 9.8. I don't think I'm going to get rid of my 9.8. You guys know how much I love You guys know how much I love Canto, and that's one of the prized books in my collection. But I'm going to be getting rid of this 9.4. It's a beautiful copy. As you guys know, it's very hard to get these in a 9.8 because there was a defect. I don't know if it was printing or the way they packaged the books, but it usually put a crease right along the edge in like two different ways, and it was very hard to get those out even with the pressing. And so, but here is a 9.4. That's going to be going up for sale. And there's a couple of other Canto books that are pretty spendy that are going to be going up for auction as well. You guys like Spawn? I got a ton of Spawn. So I'm not sure either Friday or Saturday when this is going to happen, but I'm definitely going to be putting up some Spawn slabs. Definitely the homage covers. This is that famous homage to Jim Steranko's Hulk. You guys will recognize that cover. I forget the actual cover it came from. And then we have the issue number 224, which is the homage to the Dark Knight. That'll be going up for sale. And then I got probably about 100 to 120 Spawn books that'll be going up. I'll put those out in 8 to 10 book lots, and we'll be selling a bunch of Spawn, so that'll be there. You guys like Power Rangers? We got some Power Rangers. So I got basically a Clayton Crane lot that I'm going to be putting up, and then there's this one, which is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 50, which is the Green Ranger cover, done by Clayton Crane. This is an amazing book. This one in a 9.8 goes for between $150 to $200. But if you get this one cracked, it's signed by Clayton Crane, and if you do have him do it in the Infinity signature, that'll go up in price quite a bit. So if anybody's interested in that, it'll be up for sale. Plus a smattering of other Power Ranger books that I may be selling the following week. We'll see. And I know based upon some of my haul videos, you guys really like Silver Age stuff, and I'm going to be putting up a ton of Silver Age stuff. So I'm going to be putting up, hold on. Sorry guys. I'm going to be putting up a number of books of a number of different titles. This is going to be mostly all Marvel stuff. I'm going to be putting up Submariner books. Absolutely. I'm going to be putting up Strange Tales. I'm going to be putting up The Incredible Hulk. A number of books on each of those. I'll be putting up a bunch of books from Tales of Suspense. That's the first appearance of MODOK right there. You guys know you want that one. I'll be putting up a good number of Silver Age Thor, some Journey into Mystery, and then of course his regular title. So you'll be able to find a bunch of those in there. I'll be putting up a bunch of Avengers, so you guys can check that out, and a bunch of Captain America. And then there'll also be some X-Men, some Silver Age X-Men. So there'll be a ton of Silver Age stuff. I'll be doing that on Saturday night, so definitely stay tuned in on that one. But I got just a number of things. This is just a little sampling of the things that'll be going up on sale in the auction on both Friday and Saturday. I hope you guys will join us. It's going to be a fun time. It'll be only the second time I've ever done an auction. The first time it was kind of awkward. I'm hoping that awkwardness is not there this time. But it'll be cool because Bueller will be right next to me. He's a pro at it. And but I could really use the help. And come on and buy some books, guys. I'm going to put up a lot of great stuff that I know a bunch of you are going to be interested in. And it's going to be going to help out a great cause, which is to do something really special and nice for my wife, which is please help me do that for her. It's going to be an amazing thing to walk into our home, our first home that is ours, where we can just be ourselves and I can watch my wife blossom in her own environment. I am so excited for this, you guys. It's going to be amazing. And thank you to my good buddy Bueller, who worked it out with his family so that I could do this. and his family has been so gracious. I'm so grateful to them, and I'm really looking forward to moving into our new place. So there you have it. That's what's just wanted to show you guys a smattering of things that are going to be going up for sale in the auction, and hope you join us. Again, go check out the Rogue Trader. He's got a lot of great stuff there, and I'm going to be trying to work out a deal with the Rogue Trader, because there's some of these books that I bought with the intention of pressing to get a higher grade. That's how I was able to get them for such a good price. But knowing what Eric can do, I knew that he'd be able to press them and make them look nice. And so any of those books come up inside the auction, I will offer you a free press if you want it. Other than that, I'm trying to work out a deal for anything that's bought inside of the auction. You actually get 25% off instead of 20. But we'll see. I'm working that out with them, and hopefully we'll be able to make that happen. But other than that, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Again, you guys are what make this work, and I appreciate you so much. I know I haven't been putting out a lot of content. That's not my intention. There's just so much going on with work, and then trying to work out buying this new house, and life is happening, and I will be putting out more videos, but for the next couple of months it's going to be a little sparse, okay? So just be prepared for that. Other than that, thank you guys so much for all the support that you give me. I love you much. Remember, don't forget to support your local comic shop, and Excelsior. God bless you all. Take care.